December 27th, 2015. Undead from Cleveland, you're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird. That's how we're going to go.
That's it, Brian Baird.
Don Anderson. I didn't hear him.
I didn't hear him. And Larry Mack.
All right. So, all of a sudden,
Well, you guys
Brian
can't hear
and
me
I
at
were
all?
having a
Is
fine
it my
conversation, and then
computer?
you guys came on and killed Brian's connection somehow. I don't know how you did it, but that's what happened. It's okay. If we can't hear Brian, it won't be unusual. I think the last couple of weeks he's been
Like I hear him
quiet
now.
anyway.
Well, not right now, but
Yeah,
everything except the Brian Baird.
except for he hung up. I guess he got frustrated, just disconnected completely.
He's like, oh, they don't hear me? Screw them. They won't hear me now.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck this show. They don't want me on there, then it's bullshit.
Like that? That's how it's going to be? Is that how it's going to be? Okay. Watch this. Quick.
Fuckers.
It's possible, too. It's possible he won't come back.
He will.
It's just a good excuse for him not to be on the show. Number 20 on our top 20 list.
You didn't even say what we're doing here.
Yeah, top 20 games of the week.
Woo!
If we don't list off a video game, we ask that you drink some beverage. Doesn't have to be booze.
See, he's even showing you. You can drink coffee. Right there in the game, he's
You
showing
can
you.
drink whatever you like. But we ask that you drink.
But it should probably be booze.
We promote drinking on this show.
Because it's really the only way this show's tolerable.
Yes. Once you've had a few in you.
Yeah, once you're drunk, we're hilarious.
Or highly caffeinated. That's also possible. Number 20, Minecraft for the PlayStation 4. Number 19, the DualShock 4 wireless controller for PlayStation 4.
That is not a game.
Drink.
Never heard of it.
Number 18, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim DLC for Dragonborn. That's not a game. It's a DLC. Drink.
DLC isn't a game?
No.
Okay. Drink.
It just means
Drinking.
you're drinking. Brian's back.
Hey, Brian.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We heard you before, but it was like you were a Cylon. Sort of. Like a malfunctioning Cylon.
No, I'm having some issues with my
Yeah, HEARTHFIRE. Hearthfire.
Like a Kindle.
I thought they were done. I mean, you know.
I think this is old. It's only $1.24. Let me tell you what it is. It is
DLC.
with this official add-on to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, you can purchase like the drafting table and carpenter's quarried stone, clay.
Dragons and shit just come over. Trolls. You'll turn the card. Trolls come bungling back. Hey, what's up? You're like, ah.
Do they come inside, or is it just when you're outside?
No, but your house only could look a certain way, you know. So it's not all that exciting.
Number 16.
Yeah, okay.
Disney Infinity 3.0, The Force Awakens. It's all toys. Drink.
Ooh.
Drink.
Star what?
I haven't seen it yet.
Neither have I.
I want to,
It'll probably
but
suck.
I had to see The Hateful Eight, and there was no time because that movie took all weekend to watch, apparently. Number 15. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim DLC Dawnguard. Not a game. Drink.
Okay. Wait, what is that?
What, you want to know what Dawnguard is? Really?
No, I just mean because it sounds like a game.
It's DLC.
Oh, okay.
It's the vampire thing, if I'm not mistaken.
The vampire lord Harkin has returned to power. By using the Elder Scrolls, he seeks to do the unthinkable.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
To end this, I finished that whole thing. You know, I killed him and everything. I didn't become one. I just killed him. But I've never finished Skyrim, and I've decided I'm not going back to it. I know it's a good
You're
game.
a baby.
I am a little bit of a baby. I don't enjoy the traveling. I know you can fast travel, but every time they have me go to a new place, the closest waypoint is separated by impassable rocks.
Oh my god, I hate that shit. Or like
That's
where I can see
personally
like
impassable.
in Lord of the Rings, it'll show like your next quest thing,
Yes.
and I'm like heading straight for it, and I find a mountain,
Yes.
and as far as I can see in any direction is the same damn mountain. I'm like, God.
Yes, that's exactly what Skyrim is. It all happens in mountains. It's
Yeah,
in
oh,
that's
I
the
hate
whole
that.
part of the game is in mountains. So you're constantly fucked until
Yeah,
you
see-
wander around and get there. It's not fun. It's just not
See,
fun enough for
yeah,
my short
that
attention
sucks
span.
when they can't just give you a path to it. Like I thought you were being a real baby and just saying you hate to travel because like another thing I've noticed in Lord of the Rings is my main is a hunter, and so I have like fast ports all over the place, and now I'm working on leveling up a tank who doesn't have that ability. So it's like, man, I gotta walk all the way to the next village, and then it's like there's a road and a path and everything, and I'm just like, I don't want to have to walk that shit. Can't I fucking buy a horse or?
And
And then I just get
also-
mad.
Yeah, I'm like at the point where my character is so well leveled up that the mission itself is trivial. I just walk in and crash my hammer down on whoever the bad guy is, take the item, and leave. So the 5 minutes of game is hampered by the hour-long journey to try to find my way around the cliffs of doom to get to where I'm going.
Some of those quests where you have to travel 12,000 miles or whatever, and it takes you like 30 minutes in actual real life time to get there, and
Yeah.
it's go pick up this box for me. I'm like, you son
That
of a
is
bitch.
exactly what it is.
And then I have to walk back.
So yeah, I definitely am being a baby. There's some people that like that. I'm not one of them.
It's just
Number
the load
14.
time sucks.
Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival Bundle.
Not a game.
Well, no, hold on.
Amiibos aren't a game.
But it's a bundle and it comes with the game, so that's a game.
Damn it.
It's a game with toys, but it is a game.
Okay. That's
Number 13,
pretty
the
badass. There, Johnny.
Wii Fit You with Wii Balance Board accessory. That's optional. That's an optional drink because it's really not a game. You're kind of exercising, but it's kind of like a game, but it's not.
It's just the board, right? It doesn't come
No,
with a game.
it's the game. It's not really a game. We Fit You. They make little activities for you to do while you're working out, but that's, you could call it a game. I mean, maybe there's a score. The calories that you lose is your points. I don't know.
I gotta buy that. I'm so fat.
Yeah, it's just drink.
Yeah,
Number
well,
12,
gonna drink.
Ghostbusters Level Pack Lego Dimensions. Drink. It's all toys.
Drink.
Box of toys. Number
Yeah.
11, Xbox One wireless controller. Drink.
Drink.
Number 10, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for PlayStation 4, now $25. Number 9, the DualShock 4 wireless controller for the PlayStation 4. Drink.
Drink.
It's orange, I guess, color. Number 8, Forza 6 for the Xbox One. Number 7, the $20 PlayStation Store gift card. Drink.
Drink.
And then, hold on. Stupid browser. Push the button and it went away. This is the last drinking one right here. Number 6, Tom Nook Amiibo Animal Crossing series. Piece
Drink.
of plastic toy. Drink. Now,
Yeah.
this next one, and you can determine if this is a game or not. It's Rocksmith, number 5,
What's that?
2014 edition for Xbox One. That's
That's the
where
one
you
with
plug
the
in a
guitar.
real guitar and learn how to play guitar.
It's not. That's not a game. Drink.
It's true.
User discretion. Number
Me-
4,
in the game.
Star Wars Battlefront Standard Edition for the Xbox One.
Wait. Drink.
Drink it.
Number 3, Wolfenstein: The New Order for PC, now only $9.
Oh my gosh.
And number 2 is Wolfenstein: The New Order for PlayStation 4, also $9. And number 1, up 223% this week, is Titanfall Deluxe Edition for Windows, it is $5. So that's our drinking game of the week. Games coming out this week. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, we have Beatsplosion for Connect. Thursday, nothing. I mean, you know, the holidays. Friday, nothing. Saturday, nothing. That's it. So one game. Beatsplosion for the Connect. One Connect game for the Xbox One. Okay. Brian, how was your week this week?
The usual. Nothing really changed except I didn't have that many stores to deliver to this early part of the week, so I got home relatively early. It was off Wednesday, Thursday, went up to upstate New York. It was normally New Year's Eve is sort of a madhouse, and there was really not that many people on the road until I got to Ithaca, which is a college town. I thought that would be empty because all the college kids would have went home. I forgot that my last door is next to a mall, so you know, it was pretty fucking hairy trying to get a goddamn object on wheels the size of an apartment building around making the most fucking I mean, that game pisses me off, man. It's like, because you go on there and you have like on PS4, you know, I'm sure it's the same with Xbox One or whatever, but when you look at your quests next to it is, you know, it shows you where all these little towns are, and it'll tell you if they need your help for some shit, and of course they do because they're hopeless. And I figured out I figured out how to put weapons, not just give them weapons, but then force them to use them, and then change their clothes for them. So basically, I build them a house, I give them guns, I make them use the guns, and I change their clothes. They're not running around in a three-piece suit, fucking chasing fucking super mutants with fucking like 38 specials, you know, with fucking laser guns and shit. I come back. There's a little farm. I hadn't heard from them in a while. I'm like, well, I might have left some shit in that fucking little box where you put all your stuff in the workbench. So I went back there, and all four of the little, I make like forts, the fort mentality. Like every corner, there's like turrets and shit, and all of them were wiped out. You know, and I just like
Really? I never have any problems with any of mine.
I just looked at the people there, and it was just with this look of disgust, and I'm just like, you fuckers didn't even defend this place, did you? So I left, and I went to go find supplies to fix it, and I came back, and they were fixed. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I'm not fixing it anymore. Fuck them.
I just build lots of beds and immediately build a generator and one of those antennas that call people over. So then all of a sudden it's like,
forget about it.
There's like 20 people in the town.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, we're
like,
dying. It's like, and they die.
Oh,
everybody's
everybody's hooked up in mine. I built artillery in every single one, so I could just.
Yeah, I started doing that too, and you were right. I went to this
great.
one zone that I went to with another character, and just threw the grenade and waited like a minute, and it was like, man, fucking, you were lying, dude. They unleash hell on everybody there. Like
Yeah.
those fucking children of the gamma ray guns or whatever. You know, I went to the one time I got my ass kicked. I'm like, fuck this, threw the grenade and stood back. All of a sudden, it was just like fucking, you know, like a scene from Vietnam. You know, just like the whole fucking little village just got blown to shit.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
Total arc light right down on top of the. Just wasting everybody.
Oh man, yeah. So otherwise, I mean, besides that, I'm still doing the main quest. I haven't found I saw my kid kind of like going through the memories of that one guy without like ruining how that should happen, and try to catch up on sleep, but of course I failed every fucking time. So
Okay,
that's about it.
Don, how was your
Yeah.
week?
It was awesome because it was Christmas.
Are you lying, Donnie?
No, it was all right. I actually went and bought myself a game this past week,
Woohoo!
and of course, in typical me fashion, it's not new. I went and got that Walking Dead game from Telltale, season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I started playing that, and it's all good and stuff because, you know, like to choose your own adventure and all that. But someone like me who tends to fall asleep playing Madden, like I fall asleep doing anything, you know, and yeah,
So you-
and so it's like you're sitting there in the back of the cop car or whatever, and the guy's driving, and he's like asking you a question, and you wake up. You like literally wake up, and you're looking at the answers like, what did he say to me? And the timer runs out, and they're like, you said nothing. You're dead, and then you die or something. It's just like, what did I do wrong? And it's like, no matter what you do, that was the answer you chose. That was like the path you chose. And it's like, no, I didn't do that. I was sleeping. I want to go back. And it's like, you can't go back. You know, you've already chosen your path in life. So,
It's kind
between
of like
that,
real life, though, Don. It's kind of like how you sleep through opportunity.
I do. It is kind of. It really is like real life. I mean, how many times have I fallen asleep driving a car? Hundreds. So many times.
That's good to know.
I should be dead. I honestly, there was one night I picked my head up and I was doing 70 on the highway, heading straight for the back of a trailer. And it was just like slamming on the brakes and pulling off to the side of the road and stuff. It was like, I was like, oh my God. I was more amazed at the fact that I was going in a straight line. Whatever, you know. But yeah, so that's, Christmas with the kid. I'm trying to move out of here. This is still in the apartment. And I'll be out of here. This is my last night in the apartment, and I'm honoring that by doing the show from the apartment. Of course, I'm in the bedroom, and the kid gets the living room. But whatever. And Adam's coming over later. He's already called. God almighty, fucking guy annoys me. I can't wait till he can't call me anymore. Yeah.
You won't know what to do with yourself.
So that's it. I'm gonna spend the next 3 days fucking moving shit out of here and cleaning up. I got rid of the cat today.
Did you find somebody, or did you have to take it to the...
No, yeah, my cousin.
Yeah,
My
Take it
cousin.
down to the Metro Parks and leave it.
I was actually in Brian Baird's neck of the woods today. I was out there in East Lake.
It's not mine. God
I was
damn
over
it.
there by Biagio's Pizza, Donuts, and Ice Cream. You know that? Are you by Vine Street?
Yeah, I'm up the road from there.
Okay. But yeah, Biagio's by
My
Vine
personal lake.
91. That's where I was at. But yeah, my cousin took him. So we ran over there and dropped him off. So yeah, that was my week. Christmas, blah blah blah. Walking Dead Telltale game. It's all right. It's interesting. I played it, and then I had Holiday play it, and I didn't say nothing, and I let him go. I was like, yeah, make whatever decisions you want. He made all different decisions, not all of them, but most of them. We ended up in the same spot. I was just like, well, that's just kind of dumb. That didn't do anything different.
What did you think was going to happen? You could become like some zombie lord?
I did. I was like, well, maybe my choices in this life.
Turn to the cyborg, and then
I just wanted to be a better choice maker.
you want to look down your nose at him and go, fool.
Fool. You fool! That's it. That's pretty much it. And then I got all my posters. That's all I'm showing you people with my posters. I got all these stupid posters wrapped up that I gotta get rid of. Anybody want an Overkill poster?
No.
Annihilate. Neverland?
Larry,
Not even
how was your week?
Me?
He's telling you that. So
Yeah.
quiet.
There's nobody else. Damn
Well, let's talk about what I've been doing in games and stuff, because frankly, this is probably the most miserable, depressing Christmas I've had in the 20 years since my mom died. So, and to give you some perspective, I was off
This
all
surprises
week.
nobody, you know.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I was off all week from work, and it
You're
still
fired?
sucked. No, I just took the week off because originally I was going to drive out to I'm going to do one of my road trips and drive out west, and then I was like, you know what? I don't even care enough to drive out west. So even spending the whole week sitting home with my thumb up my ass, it still sucked and I still hated it. So pretty much the most exciting thing I did in my real life, as opposed to my virtual life, is rain death and destruction down upon my home. I once again had a problem with a mouse, so I had to go kill a mouse.
did you get your ancient sword from your father's?
Yeah.
Father's fathers?
I got my ancient made in Taiwan claymore that
Yeah,
has been
this
passed
guy's
down.
Taiwanese claymore.
That's been passed down through the ages.
Generation
And
to generation.
I skewered it.
Yeah, then you showed everybody what the mighty hunter. When
Yeah.
you were all sweaty with your eyes all wide.
And then like it with its dying breath, it attempted to call in some mouse reinforcement. So I busted out my 22 and just started chewing them all over the place. It's crazy. It's fucking mouse genocide in my apartment.
That fucking guy. Christ almighty, man.
And
Never
then
ending story.
And then I skinned all the mice and
Yeah,
made myself
yeah,
a
more
mouse
spurs.
suit to try and convince the other mice that I was their king mouse and they should follow me.
Yeah. And then they copied it and they made a movie out of it.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because they always copy your shit.
Yep. It's the best idea ever. Yeah. I did that while I was writing the new Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
But
that guy, man, I swear to God.
anyway, and then I had to tell my wife to go punch a guy for kissing her. Anyway, that's another story. Of course, doing the show or doing this game, I have actually wasted groups, which is where you just shout it out. Anybody who wants to do this group, come on. As opposed to when I do groups with my kinship. So I was doing a pug group through this one area, Tarlang's Crown, which is the challenge zone in Gondor.
Oh.
And we had this one dude, complete douche. Only run I've ever done with him, only run I ever will do with him. He was there because he was our tank. And he's a pretty mediocre tank. That's number one. He wasn't great at his job. And honestly, if you're the tank, your job is to stand there and just let shit beat up on you while we kill it. It shouldn't be that complicated. Yes, you have to do your fucking challenges and stuff to make sure you maintain aggro, but mostly you have to stand there and just take a beating while we kill it. And hopefully somebody is healing you. Now, the one thing with Tarlang's Crown is it's this long strip of land filled with fucking ghosts and crazy overpowered warriors and fucking killer dogs. This guy... Oh, and every so often a giant crazy troll will come walking. It's a DPS, and it's like... It's because we're standing over here where we told you to fucking go, and you're the fuck over there. So then we all come running out. We finally win that battle. His health left us.
That's always good.
Yeah, and myself and this one other dude were the only two left, and we managed to skirt up the edge of it and kill the last couple things we needed. So fast forward a couple weeks or a month or whatever, and I see his name is William the Count. So fast forward to last night, and I'm just doing. Someone pops up. You don't know what you're doing. He's like, screw you. You don't know how to heal. And then somebody else jumps on. He's like, I've done runs with him. He's an awesome healer. And I start laughing my ass off. I was like, wow, this totally sounds familiar. And he messages me, did anyone ask you for your opinion? And I was like, no, I just thought, whatever. He's like, I don't even remember you. And I was like, well, I'm not surprised because you don't really seem to. I was like, I'm not surprised because you don't seem to pay much attention when you're doing runs with people. And he's like, and he started, I was like, whatever. It's all I know is I may be a shitty, squishy hunter, but this is a completely different group of people saying the exact same thing about you. And it's funny because here's a little Lord of the Rings online bitch for you. They have this new thing called Gift of the Valar, where you can buy an account at level 95 and just jump right into all the end game content. And on the surface, that sounds really great, except that as a level 90, starting at level 95 with a character you've never run, you don't know how your character works. So we were doing this run with this level 97, so he's been playing 10 minutes, captain, and we're like, hey, we need you to summon in the other dude. He's like, can I do that? And we're like, yes, that's the most important ability a captain has. And I look at him, all his gear is starter gear. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. and like I mentioned, the giant troll, that all you have to do is avoid the giant troll. Every single time we're waiting to heal or something, he's way too close to the road. And the running joke became, well, we aggroed the troll again. Here it comes. Because anytime one spawned, it attacked us because he was standing next to us.
Trolls in that game were no bullshit, man. They come over there and just buried you.
Yeah, and it's all you have to do, it's dude, we're all standing here. Why do you have to stand 5 feet away from us next to the road so that we always have to fight the freaking troll? So, anyway, there's some Lord of the Rings bitching for you.
All right, cool. I went and saw The Hateful Eight. It was really long. It was good, but it was really long. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, because not everybody will get it. Not everybody will like it. but I liked it. Thought it was good.
Speaking of hateful, I saw Mole last night. Go ahead.
Oh, did you go to that? Did you go to that thing?
I did.
Yeah. Who all showed up for that?
Me, Packard, Tilner, Mole, Gilly, and then like a bunch of them Ridgeville people, Homer and Pat, and all Gilly's friends.
Yeah.
There were more Gilly's friends than
Well,
us.
that's normal though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
That's what happened last time when we went to the one at whatever
I
that
didn't-
bar was.
I didn't know I was going, but go ahead. I didn't mean
Oh,
to.
really? You just kind of went there?
It just happened.
That's just your spot? You go to Archuro's randomly? And
Gilly called me
I'll
2
have
hours
to be there.
beforehand and was like, "Hey, are you going?" I was like, "No, I got my kid." And he's like, "Well, just bring your kid over here. I'm going, and I'll go with you." I was like, "Oh, okay."
We
yeah.
went to Archer's at one time after somebody got shot. We wanted to see the chalk outline.
Right? The
So
bullet.
the fucking bartender, she just looked at us. We'd lost our minds. We're like, well,
Well,
there's
there's-
another reason why we'd want to come here. So
they had the bullet. You could see where the bullets hit the bar. Not now. I mean, back then.
yeah.
So, Hateful Eight, how was it?
It's good. 3.5 hours. It's got a intermission and a overture. So there were no previews. They did hand out a program for the movie.
Dear God,
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
They,
professional.
he filmed it in 70 millimeter, so this was the 70 millimeter show. It doesn't look fucking that great. I don't care what anybody says. Besides that, I mean, you're just looking at Samuel Jackson like through most of the movie. You don't need to see him in some great video quality. I mean, it's almost all happening inside like one large room. So it's odd. I mean, Quentin
Half hour.
Tarantino, odd choice, but really good. Like, if you get it, if you don't get it, you'll hate it. I don't care. Thought it was great. Yeah. So let's move on. Let's do some news.
It's just
Let us.
Rise of the Tomb Raider hits PC in January. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Rise, Tomb Raider.
It goes by quick.
Somebody walking into the kitchen with some coffee.
After establishing God Eater as a popular franchise in Japan, Bandai Namco is working to bring its response to the Monster Hunter phenomenon to the rest of the world. It says to the rest of the world next year.
Rise.
This week, the publisher announced plans to localize both God Eater Resurrection, a remake of the original game, and God Eater 2 Rage Burst for North American and European audiences.
Join us.
God Eater is set in the 2050s
God
when
Eater.
ravenous monsters known begin consuming all life on Earth and follows a team of elite hunters on whose shoulders rests humanity's last hope for survival.
Shoulders are killing
Both titles will be available on PlayStation 4, PC, and PlayStation Vita sometime next summer. It's not ringing a bell in my head, but apparently Bandai and Namco are now one company.
Huh.
I'm not sure when that happened. I may have known about it, but whatever brain cell held that piece of information appears to be dead.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting that they're now one company.
Huh.
Namco made Pac-Man. Bandai
Right.
makes all those Gundam things.
Didn't they do like Contra or something like that, or like those games, like the?
Possibly, yeah. They did some stuff. They do a lot of that mecha stuff. They has the Bandai Wonder Swan, which was a competitor for the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color back in the day. But they're not a big game company, but they're around. Television, a lot of cartoons and stuff. But, and Namco being Pac-Man and a lot of other things, but, that's their claim to fame.
Nobody cares, Moby.
Steam Top 10. Number 10, Undertale. The greatest game ever made, apparently. Number 9, Just Cause 3. Number 8, Star Wars Collection. Number 7, Rocket League. Number 6,
Rocket
Ark,
League.
Survival Evolved. Number 5, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Number 4, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six.
Number 3, Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Six.
Number 2, Fallout 4. And number 1, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto. We're gonna Grand Theft your auto.
Grand Theft Fallout.
Here's the story for Brian, since he's born.
Brian's story time.
It's bad enough that a Massachusetts family's Target purchased Christmas console wound up being a piece of wood in a PlayStation 4 box.
Nice.
But did whoever swapped it out have to draw a dick and balls on it?
Yes. That's
According to a
awesome.
report by Boston's Fox 25 and the stepmother's Facebook post, 9-year-old Scott Lundry was over the moon when he unwrapped the PlayStation 4 box on Christmas morning, shouting, "Yes, this is the best Christmas ever.
Ever.
Dad, can we set this up now?" So imagine how crushed he was when they opened the box and discovered a block of wood vaguely shaped like a PlayStation 4.
Oh God!
And
it had
imagine
a
how
dick drawn on
shocked
it. It's
parents
so fucked.
Kristen and Brian were when they saw what was scrawled on the wood. It said, quote, "From cock and balls with love," end quote. Along with a picture of those two things.
Man.
Being a father myself, I can't even. The Fox report shows a picture of a joy-filled Scott holding the box over his head, pre-opening, then this, quote, "He's crying and he's upset and he's in the playroom by himself and he just wants to be alone, so at that point I was crushed," said Kristen Lundy, his stepmother. Well, that kid's a little fag. Get over it. Funny.
Like,
You're gonna-
how great would it be if that was actually the present his parents got him, like, to fuck with him?
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That he went into the playroom and pouted over it. What's the matter with him?
You just wouldn't like slap the nearest parent. You didn't check.
I mean, he's
You put
gonna
this
get
on
it. His parents probably told him, "Well, we'll take it back and get you the real one." You know.
I need it now.
I saw a picture of a penis.
Mommy, what was that?
Stop. What the hell's the matter with people? Toughen up your kids.
Right.
Jesus.
Right. Tell them to play the piece of wood. Be like, here, do something with it.
Yeah. Draw your own. Learn.
If my brother and I would have
to
gotten,
tell
would
you.
have immediately just launched right into the nearest fucking person, just slapped him with it, just crack. Yeah.
Idiotic. The Saugus Target location, where the system was purchased, returned the fake station and gave the Lundys a new one, along with a $100 gift card and a copy of the Uncharted collection.
Oh, that's awesome.
Excellent response, but none of that helps get the image of a young boy crying alone in the playroom on Christmas out of my head. Boy, this guy's pretty soft
Playing
too.
it on thick.
That's not such a bad image to have. There's a lot worse.
That
Yeah.
is ridiculous. From
Yeah,
Kristen,
it's totally worse because that's all we read on fucking Christmas Eve was this Christmas. Remember these people who have nothing. That's what I wrote on like Mole, I think it was, who posted that. He was like the 8th person who fucking posted some shit like that. I'm like, fuck you and your peasants. I'm gonna enjoy my shit. No guilt.
Yeah.
Goddamn fucking people in your
Treat
people.
yourself.
From Kristen's Facebook post, quote, "This has ruined his belief in Santa." Good. Good. Stupid parents. So to whoever did this, be it a Target customer, the kid got a PlayStation 4 for Christmas. Quit
Right.
crying. So
Right.
you saw Dick and Balls. You got a PlayStation 4.
He has a dick and balls. Shouldn't be that fucking hard to get over.
Brian
adult.
and I never in life got a $400 gift.
Yeah, but
Ever.
were you exposed to pictures of dick and balls?
We never got
No, they
anything
would've
even
blamed us for it. They would have
close.
opened the box. They would have taken it out, saw it. The box would have been sealed, and we would have somehow managed to fucking get it on there. We would have been grounded.
Yeah, we would have been grounded for sure because we would have laughed at the penis and balls because we were men.
Oh yeah.
And then we wouldn't have gotten it anyway because it was $400 fucking dollars.
Right.
We never got anything that even approached that kind of money.
Right.
I don't even think we got a gift that was $100 of value. Did we ever get anything, Brian, that was worth
My
$100?
saxophone. I got my saxophone. That was it.
Oh, the only reason you got the saxophone because he was tired of making payments on it. But yes, okay, Brian got a sax. I got a pack of Safari cards. That was bullshit.
You're 4 years younger, man. What the fuck is he gonna get you?
I remember those.
I got a fucking pack of Safari cards. You got a brand
That's
new
why you did so
saxophone.
good in school. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're for doing
Just
good in
saying.
school, stupid.
I don't feel sad for the kid that got the $400 game console. He'll get a job. fucker.
I'm laughing at him.
So to whoever did this, be it a Target customer or employee or someone at the factory pulling a prank, go fuck yourself. Seriously, I'll wait. Boy, Mike, that guy, I don't know.
I think it's fun.
It is funny.
Yeah.
That guy's
I
just-
shouldn't have. But I'm
I,
done.
I think the parents took a block of wood, drew a cock and balls on it, and took it back there to see if they could get
Should've.
shit for free.
I wouldn't doubt that,
It's a scam.
right?
Because people are lying pieces of shit who
Yep.
will use you at every opportunity if you fucking give them an inch.
Right.
They don't care about you. They lead shameful lives and want to drag you down into the mire with them.
It happens in the restaurant business all the time. People walk into restaurants already being like, all right, if we complain about this, we'll get free shit.
Oh, yeah. Dude, devour the entire meal because it's awesome. Be like, dude, that was terrible. Did you guys even cook that shit? I'm never coming back here again. Oh, it's free? Thanks.
Yeah.
No, you had to get the food back. You weren't allowed to keep it. That was the things like, well, you want it free, you got to give it back.
If you ate it all, if you ate it
Oh
all,
no, we're not. Then get the fuck out.
Don's got a whole story about how the person complained about the food, but still
Right.
wanted the food.
right. Gosh,
And,
we're not getting into that right now.
yeah,
Though.
that was the whole thing. All right, we got some email this week. We got a lot of email this week. Everybody must have been bored because of the holiday, so a lot of people wrote it.
Last
Great.
week, you're going,
Glad to hear
duh.
everybody writing in. Yeah, because we're totally been out of content the last couple of weeks. Keith writes in to letterbagbullshit@videogamenews.com.
That's about right.
Says Undead Gaming Podcasters from Cleveland. You guys still run the best gaming podcast. Thank you. But in addition to VGNR, I
Got
listen
it.
to a few other podcasts. Rage Select is one, and that's because I followed Kevin to the loading bar. So I heard you on Rage Select last week. You were answering email questions with Jeff, and you guys were talking about sharing games with friends being easy with physical media, trading old school discs in a plastic box. This is true, and I agree with you. If the game is only digital, it will go away someday. You said you were not sure if you could share digital games. Well, you can on Xbox One. I bet there is a way on PlayStation, but I'm not sure. As you said, you can also share a Steam library, and who the fuck knows when Nintendo will ever do cool stuff like that. Here's a link that explains how it's done on Xbox One. Yeah, I know. There's ways to kind of do it for certain titles, for certain things. I think, though, that it's just not as convenient to just hand somebody a disc. I can't tell Brian how to share games on, like, Steam with me.
I
Forget
wouldn't
it.
share anyway.
Yeah, it's see, it just wouldn't work. But if I gave him
No!
the game, he could play it. You know? That's just how it is. Like, I've been trying to share, like, my Voodoo movie library with a friend, and that's a fucking ordeal. Like, that's ridiculously complicated for people. Like, it's just, now granted, maybe everybody I know is kind of retarded. Doesn't know how to figure these things out.
That is a
It's-
distinct possibility.
It's
Well, I
certainly
mean-
possible.
It's not like you could always do that anyway, because like I remember way back in the olden days of like the some of the original Dungeons and Dragons games, like Eye of the Beholder. You know, every like after a certain number of levels, it would stop you and be like, okay, on the on page 12 of the
Well, right.
instructions.
But we're saying
What's the third word? So I'd like have to call my buddy on the phone and be like, and he'd go look it up. I'd be
yeah, but I'm saying we'd give you like the whole game. Like if I'm done with the game, I give you a game.
like, yeah, okay.
You know, that happens today. Hey, I'm done with this. Here's something for the week. But if you download it to the machine,
Yeah.
you can sometimes do it, but it's a real, you know, it's not good. Like you got to have the game and the drive yourself. If that person's going to have it, so if you have a different game in there, they're going to have to call you, and they're going to be like, "Can you put the game in the drive so I can play the game?" No, you know,
Yeah.
fucking not anywhere
I'm
near the
not doing
goddamn
that.
thing.
Waste of my fucking time.
Super inconvenient. Also, I miss the old game reviews,
Busy
but I
man.
also understand that game reviews don't exist anymore like they used to. Noble emailed you about this a few months ago. Now people watch Twitch streams instead. Although you don't do reviews anymore, I do still like the gaming update from everyone. Brian has some of the best gaming stories. Torching innocent civilians in Fallout 4 was worth a few laughs. and his World of Warcraft exploits were always great. I also still enjoy Don's GTA excursions and Larry's Lord of the Rings updates. Keep on gaming. Don't feed into that. Don't start. Just fucking what you guys did every week takes up half an hour of an hour show. Don't start droning on about your video game play. I mean, if you played something and it's noteworthy, great. Don't spend an extra 20 minutes telling us about how
I'm going to tell you every week about Telltale's The Walking Dead.
fucking harvest gold from the side of Undermountain or something.
Yeah, I'm going to tell
I don't
everybody
wanna hear
all the
about
best places to farm hides and stuff.
But there I was chopping wood.
it. Don't do it. No, I am interested how you like playing through that Walking Dead den. If you get all the way through it, because I've played all the way through season 2's ending, and I like those games. But you know, if you don't, it's cool. Richard writes to Watermelon at videogamenews.com.
Watermelon.
Well, it says watermelon. Hi again, guys.
Hello.
So we know what fruit Larry hates, but fruits do Kevin, Brian, and Don hate. And what fruit do you all love? Thanks, Richard.
Love mangoes, hate prunes.
What fruit do I hate?
Watermelon. Apparently.
Okay.
Pretty much like all fruit.
Yeah, I don't like bananas. I
Bananas.
think I've touched on that before. There's just no masculine way to eat a banana anyway. It's not.
Break it up.
Sideways.
It's still not right.
You pour vodka over it.
Like corn on the cob.
Gotta hold it in your hand anyway. Like
You know, hold it, one end in one hand, the other end in the
totally
other hand.
ridiculous.
Maybe
Anytime Kevin has a cylinder in his hand, he imagines that he's having a cock jammed down his throat. So he just has to I can't eat it.
I think some of us are a bit more secure in our masculinity, man.
No, it's not just. I don't like.
I don't even like writing with a pen or pencil.
I don't hate.
It's like holding a
hot
small
dogs, sausages, or bananas.
I don't hate.
Because
the
you
taste
put it
of
in your mouth,
banana.
you're thinking about something, next thing you know, it looks like you have a cock in your mouth. And somebody comes out and notice.
Banana
I can't tell you
bread.
how many times I thought I was eating a banana and found out I was actually accidentally giving a guy a blowjob.
Oh my god. But I don't like the texture. There you
I
go.
only eat sausage in patty form.
Not the link, just the patty.
No links. Only patties.
There's no masculine way to eat a sausage link.
It's just a banana. It's just, I don't know.
I could eat any fruit because fruit's good for you.
Yeah, really? Any fruit? Even like those like star fruits and kiwi and all that shit?
Yeah, I don't
Kiwis
think
are great.
kiwis are pretty good.
Tangelos.
I mean, there's probably something out there where I'm like, oh, this is kind of gross. Okay, a peach. How about that? I don't like peaches.
Oh, okay. There you
Here,
go.
I found one. Found one. Got one.
Yes.
I'm proud of you.
Proud of myself.
It should be.
Is Brian proud of me, though?
I am proud of you, sir.
God.
With me, though, it's like mangoes. I'm like, you can put mango on fucking a pile of shit, and I'm going to probably try to see if I can blow it off and put it back in my mouth. I love mangoes.
What about
As
the
far as,
papaya? Do you like the papaya?
Yeah.
Where do you like the
Oh.
man to go?
But prunes, I don't like at all. Or dates. I fucking
It's a
hate those.
plum. Dates, yeah, I guess dates are a fruit, aren't they? It's kind of a
Yeah.
weird thing because you don't really eat it raw. You eat it dried out, so it's weird.
I love plums. You like plums?
Brian
Yeah.
doesn't like the dried plum.
The prune.
Yeah. Let's see. ND Mayan writes into bath time at videogamenews.com. It's because of Brian being like, it's bath time for my 14-year-old daughter. I have to help her. It's bath time. So I gotta go.
Dude, see, you're the one guy here who can't talk because you have no kids. You can't let kids bathe alone; they could drown. Every parent knows that. They need to be watched.
I didn't even notice that.
You gotta get up and you say, hey, go take a bath, and then you're done. You just go off and do your own shit. You know?
I just am so used to it. I just took it as face value. Larry was the one who questioned it, I believe. He had the he was like, wait a minute.
That's because I didn't even like bathing my children when they were little. Because I was always convinced
You
that
don't like
I'd be,
bathing. That's why. So
No,
you smell like
because
fucking somebody's
like
rug.
I was like legitimately concerned that I'd be like washing her or something, and like someone would like kick in the door. You're touching her there too long, you son of a bitch! Tase me. I was always
Well-
convinced that anytime I changed my kid's diaper, someone was going to arrest me.
They'll give you that sick look, like, what are you doing?
Right. What? Wait. Why you even looking, man? Just do the shit. Just clean it up.
All right. Hey guys, the other Ian here. I just realized I have a funny story that I never told you all that was inspired by Don Anderson. I know
Oh,
it's long,
God.
but it's funny. So years back, when I was in college, I
Thousands
listened
of
to an
years
episode
ago.
of VGN where Don said his favorite alcohol was 3 Olives vodka. I believe his
True.
favorite flavor was cherry. At the time, I was living in D.C. and had never seen nor heard of this brand. Later that year, during spring break, my friends and I went down to Fort Lauderdale for vacation. So we were in the liquor store buying some booze, and what do I see? You guessed it, a bottle of cherry 3 Olives vodka. So remembering what Don said, I decided I had to buy it. So later that night, we began pre-gaming before going out. I start making cherry 3 Olives and 7-Up for everyone. It's a big hit, especially among the girls, because it's so sweet.
Yeah, girls dig that shit.
We pre-game
Sure.
for a bit and then decide to head out to a popular bar club in the area. However, the problem is that most of my friends can't get in because their fake IDs aren't working. Well, you know, that'll happen. The only person that can get in is myself and this one guy's pretty girlfriend. So we are about to head back home when one kid tips us off that there is a side door that you can sneak people into from the smoking area. So we decided to go into the bar and sneak our friends in. If you couldn't tell by now, clearly the drinks are starting to kick in based on our logic. So the girl and I go into the club to try to find this secret way in. When we get in, we find out that the place is doing an unlimited mixed drink cup. So we order more 3 Olives vodka and 7-Up.
Oh, God.
She goes upstairs to see what's in this other part of the
Throw
club
up.
while I look downstairs. When she comes back down the stairs, she slips and falls. I go to help her stand up, and the next thing I know, we are making out like crazy. We go into one of the bathrooms and keep making out. No one cares because it's spring break in Florida. We move into one of the stalls, and she asks me, do I have a condom? I tell her no because I didn't and wasn't expecting to hook up. After that, it gets blurry, and all I fully remember is her boyfriend picking us up and driving us back to the hotel. This is like a Brian Baird moment, by the
Right.
way. This is what happens to my brother.
Yeah, these things never happen to me.
Dude, this only happened to fucking
I have
Jason.
none of these stories.
That's what happened.
And this
Like, when I see this
is,
in that movie,
and that is a story of how Don Anderson almost got me laid with 3
It's like
Olives.
John Anderson was born.
I'm usually the boyfriend picking up my girlfriend and the guy she was banging
Yeah.
and giving them a ride home.
Yeah,
That's
Don Anderson picked you up.
that's how that story usually works when I'm involved.
It's true.
I haven't had the vodka since. I feel like that's the best first experience with a vodka brand and don't want to do it again and have some typical...
Yeah, you're really not
crappy
going to top that, man. I mean,
It's
shit.
not going to happen again.
Folks, I think the moral of the
That's a
story
problem. I'm
is
not sure it
that
happened the first
if you're
time.
going to be drinking the 3 Olives vodka, have a condom
Yeah,
with
bring
you.
a condom.
That's what the moral of the
Mhm.
story is.
Yeah.
This one's from Mitchell. He writes
great.
to Larry Mack's dead radio career at videogamenews.com.
Wow.
Damn.
And he says, "Hey guys, I have been writing Don some emails for his show and figured I would write you guys one so you wouldn't
sure
be
he's all over
jealous.
it.
It's the only
I
one
just checked in on
Checked
iTunes
over
for
it, you.
Cleveland Sports Radio and noticed the listing is gone. That is the death nail in my eyes. So my question is for those who hosted or were part of Cleveland Sports Radio, what would you have done differently to the podcast knowing what you know now? Of course, my
Hire
joke
professionals.
solution would be to have chosen better teams or city. I did enjoy CSR when it was Don, Kevin, and comeback kid Larry Mac doing the shows. Later, Mitchell. P.S. Don is aware, but I will be writing his show an email this week.
fifth and
Inside
final one for the month of December.
Um,
Sorry. What would you have done differently, Kevin? I would have
I
known.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done a sports show.
Just wouldn't have done it.
Hire professionals.
Yeah, clearly you couldn't pick different, better teams because the whole point of the show was rooting for.
Cleveland.
I mean, yeah.
Anybody who played against Cleveland.
Well, no. I mean, like the thing with Cleveland Sports Radio is it's kind of like VGN in that while we call this video game news, it's clearly not about video games in any.
Yeah, it's only briefly mentioned.
Cleveland Sports Radio was not sports radio. It was like the Cleveland sports mindset because as self-serving as it may sound, it takes a certain mindset to be a Cleveland sports fan. You need to be able to get up every game day for every sport for every year of your entire life, knowing that you are going to get kicked right in the balls, and you have to be willing to enjoy it and look forward to the next time it gets to happen.
I think it probably would be better if there was like more people that actually watch sports in Cleveland, period, and we're talking on the show. Like Anderson was pretty much always asleep, and Jedi, when he's on, talks about what's happening in Arizona
or
and the UFC, which is okay, but it's not really about Cleveland. So you only really have Larry, who watches some of the stuff. So it wasn't very good.
We tried
to
do that.
Have like 3 people or more that actually watch.
I thought it was funny you started one because you were like, "I'm starting a sports show." I'm like, "Why? We don't watch sports." I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to start." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Well, I watch hockey, and that was the whole thing going on, and I followed that for a while because it was new. And but then I kind of lost interest in it. That's all. Yeah. And it's hard to do a lot of shows. So
I would have stayed awake more.
Couldn't have hurt.
Jack writes in. Oh wait, no, and this one's just.
He doesn't write in.
No, this one's just for me. That's cool. It's just a game. It's a game code. Thanks,
Jack.
Jack.
It's a personal thing.
Chill.
And finally, our friend Antonio writes into another brush up his ass at videogamenews.com.
Oh my God.
Hello, Don and crew. What are your plans for New Year's? And any funny or memorable New Year's Day stories?
Dude, don't even start.
New Year's. Most people that I know don't go out on New Year's. They stay home with their kids.
We used to, but not anymore. We're fucking old and we're tired.
Used to.
I don't even know if people did back in the day. I mean, I went with places with like Cease to like weird house parties full of people I don't know.
Well, we all used to do shit.
I don't recall ever like doing anything with any of you guys on New Year's Eve. I mean, my brother, of course, we'd be at like in some basement. The parents would take us over.
Oh yeah, we were always at the kids' table.
We'd have a bowl of ice cream or something, and told to shut up, and the TV is too loud.
Glad you remembered that night,
Watching
Kevin.
shows that everybody was crying.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Glad you had fun that night, Kevin.
The Sean baby night with Chet.
No, we weren't there. No. You weren't there. I wasn't there. We weren't there together.
But that wasn't really any good.
We took Adam to that place, remember?
Yeah. That wasn't very good.
No, it was kind of terrible.
Yeah. It was like a party that Chet and Eric and Sean Baby were having, but it was just like them and some of their friends and some bad music. It was a
good view.
Yeah, we were at the
did fireworks.
Superior Aqueduct Extension. Yeah. But
yeah, that wasn't very good.
Probably nightclubs that don't exist anymore because they never do.
No, it wasn't a nightclub. It was just where they worked.
Yeah, it was like an apartment, or not an apartment, like a
office. And
sounds like a nightclub.
Like you're imagining like a big office or something. It was like a room. Like it was like a door into a room.
I'm thinking of typical Cleveland offices. They're all like that.
It's like a room. There's like a desk and just nothing, and some windows. I mean, it was nothing.
So
yeah, New Year's.
There was the one New Year's we spent over at Dan James's sister's place in Lakewood. That was the night where me and Oz did acid, and then we came back, and everybody passed out. So we wrote on everybody with lipstick, except for one person. And then, because me and Oz were so fucked up, we're like, if they see us without lipstick on our face, they're gonna know that we did it. So we left Bruler. We left him with no lipstick on his face, and then we painted on ourselves with lipstick. And then when Dan woke up, we acted like we were asleep. Oz sat. It was after midnight, and me and him were the only ones awake, obviously, because we were on acid and we were drinking. And Night of the Living Dead was on, the original, and the sound was turned down, and the TV's going, and Oz is sitting there doing all the dialogue. He's just like da 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 da, right while they're saying it. And I'm just like freaking out, like watching the movie, hearing it come from him. I'm looking over at him, and he's just smiling at me, laughing, just giggling, because you know how Oz is. And then he's like, let's write on everybody who's passed out. So we just started drawing on everybody that's passed out. And then we're like, we got to draw on ourselves. We drew on ourselves. Dan wakes up. He goes into the bathroom. We acted like we fell asleep in the chairs. He goes in the bathroom, turns the light on. He goes, Anderson, I'm going to kick your ass. And he comes out there. Me and Oz are acting like we're passed out. And he goes, I'm going to, oh, it wasn't you. And he goes looking around. He goes, Bruler, I'm going to kick your ass. And he kicks him, and Bruler gets up. He goes, it was them two. They tricked you. He said, man. It was so funny. Me and Oz just started laughing. We were dying laughing. It was so great. It was a good New Year's. That was a good New Year's.
I wasn't there for that, so I don't remember that. But
That's why it was good.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, there was no Baird interruptions.
I mean, it's also we're in Cleveland, so New Year's Eve is usually about 70 below, and a horrible blizzard that's going on, so you can't get anywhere.
We'll still have one of those, don't worry.
Yeah, and you're just miserable. You're having a miserable time,
Even when it's warm, you're miserable.
and nobody wants to do shit because they don't want to go out. They don't want to go out in it. You're like, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? Nothing. I'm hanging up the phone. You're like, Jesus. So,
Who the hell are you talking to the phone, man?
the only person I know that wants to do something is Huska, and it's
God.
he says the fucking dumbest things. Like he goes, I want to go. He goes, I want to go to a hotel party on New Year's Eve. He goes, do you know of any? And I'm like, no. Most people don't do anything on New Year's Eve. He said something like, I was going to go to
That's bullshit,
that
man.
water
We-
park.
Wow.
What is it called? Kalahari? He goes, I was going to go to Kalahari, but it's like $300 for the night. I said, dude, why do you want to go to a hotel party anyway? It's just weird. You don't know anybody.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't want to drink and drive. I just want to drink and pass out. This is like
Like they're going to want him there.
It's like, what are you talking about, man?
Fucking weird.
So,
He's a fucking weirdo.
I don't think anybody else actually did.
Yeah, but he's our weirdo.
I know. That's what sucks about it.
You can't
I
just
know.
put him off on somebody.
People, and I know when I turn my back, people are like, "Ah, fuck, here comes Anderson again." Look at that cloud of smoke coming behind him.
When you show up, nobody knows you're there. Just so you just pop in like you were invoked.
I phase in through the wall.
I don't know.
Ah! Oh,
All right, that's it for the show. We'll be back next week,
No, he won't. Don't lie.
with or without Brian, because he might call in again.
I might.
Yeah, and that's it. Have a good New Year's. We'll see you next year. Peace.
out.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
Go to bed.